Hello, my name is Tanva. I'm a co-founder of Realexside. As an investor in real estate and also an entrepreneur, I understand the advantage and the disadvantages of investing in real estate. Now, investing in real estate or properties is very attractive for most investors. It provides stable income over a long term, and also it provides the investor with opportunities to get capital gains in the future. The advantages of investing in real property are twofold. It provides stable income and also allow the investor to obtain capital gains from the appreciation of property value in the future. Now, the flip side of investing in real properties is that it takes a lot of money. Either you invest through your personal savings, which you probably take years to accumulate, or you get financing from the banks or financial institutions. Now, financing through banks has a flip side to it. A lot of times, the interest rates that banks provide to private investors is relatively high, thereby reducing the yield that your investment in the property would receive through the difference in the rental price and the interest that you have to finance the property. Now, in some cases, the economic situation does not make sense. The bank loan rates might be higher than the rental yield that you would get from the property itself. So the idea of Realexside came from this discrepancy, this gap. How do we bridge this gap for investors and property owners, people who want to own property and want to find alternative ways to finance themselves? In recent years, across many jurisdictions and countries, the real estate investment environment has been revolutionized through crowdfunding, through technologies such as blockchain that allows private investors to invest in incremental amounts into real properties. I believe this has democratized investment in real estate from the wealthy individual to the mass who can now participate in investing in this great asset class. How does it work? Crowdfunding conceptually is a funding mechanism whereby many individual investors would come through an online platform to obtain fundings to invest in a particular property. So now you don't need to accumulate vast amount of money to buy a property. You can, as investors, invest as you go or invest to the extent that you are comfortable with and you are ready to invest. So you don't need millions to invest in a real property. You could invest in just thousands of dollars. Now, crowdfunding in real estate generally comes in two flavors. Firstly, it could be a debt funding scenario, or secondly, it can be an equity funding scenario. I'll talk about the debt funding scenario first. In debt funding scenario, the real property owner would like to seek funding either to renovate or redevelop the property. So rather than go to the bank, which might charge really high interest rates, the property owner would come and seek private investors who would then provide loans. Now, they don't need to find just one major investors to invest. Now, through crowdfunding, there could be multiple. There could be tens or 20s or even hundreds of investors, each putting in the amount that they are comfortable to invest. The benefits of a debt funding scenario is that investors get a fixed return, a guaranteed fixed return. And generally, the debt is collateralized with the underlying property, thereby giving the investor security that there will be repayment of the debt. In another scenario is equity investment, and this is also a popular method of investing in real estate. Essentially, all the investors will then invest to have a small equity part according to their investment in the property itself. Generally, this takes place through a mechanism, a platform, such as a company that would issue shares to the investors, and all these investors will get returns from the investment through the rental income of that property. Now, through online platform and digital technology, this process is streamlined, reducing the administrative costs, the paperwork, the footwork, and allowing efficiency in the payment structure, all of which could be done through a few clicks, through your own iPhone or your own laptop from the comfort of your home. In sum, investing in real estate has been never more exciting at this time. With digital technology, crowdfunding, investors now can look to invest in multiple classes of real estate, invest in the amount that they feel comfortable with, and get that secure, stable income, get that capital gain that's often associated with this asset class.